Just a little bit of half and half. Got you. Yeah, my girlfriend, her coffee habits are insane. I don't like coffee. I can't take the bean. I don't know why. I really don't like it. But my girlfriend is insane with it. Like I got her like one of her anniversary gifts or something was like an espresso machine. She loves that Nespresso stuff. So I got her that, and she's just she's excited about it. But I fed her her addiction, so to speak. All right, so let me go ahead and copy and paste my Zoom meeting again. All right, all right. There you go. You should. Oh, message should not be or cannot be sent. Check your network. My network's fine. It is. Oh, never mind. It cut off your M to Margie. That makes sense. Gotcha. Can I change this? There we go. Margie should. Awesome. All right, there you go. Now you should be receiving it. Make sure to check your junk or your promo. It might be in there as well. So you should have two different emails. One's going to be an email with my Zoom link, which I'd suggest, I guess, opening first so we can get that squared away. And then the second one is going to be from Cutco or Vector, and it will be the actual meeting room link. Yes, ma'am. And I do want to go ahead and apologize for the lighting, like you said here. Actually, I'll turn on the big light. Maybe that'll help some. But I have a window behind me, so it makes me look like all dark and mysterious. All right, there we go. Can you see and hear me? Good. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and hang up on the phone, and then I'm gonna transfer my AirPod to my computer. Cool. You do have a mic on your computer, correct? Yeah, hit unmute. There you go.
Yeah, that would be good, right? Okay.
Got you. Give me 1 second. Say yeah. All right. Cool. All right.
There we go.
Cool. Go ahead and connect my AirPods. Hear me now?
Is there a way I can make it a little louder?
Sure. So if you're on, are you in like a PC or like a laptop?
No, I'm on a Chromebook.
Okay. Then you should have like a button for it up at the top near your screen, on the top of your keyboard.
Got it. Okay.
There you go. Awesome. All right, cool. So, and then in your email, you should see a second link from Vector or Cutco, and it should have a like a demos.cutcoapps or orders.cutcoapps.com link.
Okay. Hold on. Let me. Should I check my spam? See, yours came into my regular email. So
yes, ma'am. Yeah, go ahead and check your spam and then your promotions, I think.
I apologize. I'm not real
tech savvy. That's all good. Trust me. I've done demos with some really old people that really don't know what they're doing. So you are perfectly fine. Okay. I assure you.
I don't see one in spam.
Okay. If you want me to, I'll just copy and paste it in my email. To you again. That way you can kind of make sure you get it. So give me 1 second to go ahead and do that real quick. Exit demo. There we go. We'll exit it, and then we'll go into this one, copy the URL. And I'm just going to put it as a reply in that first email that I sent you.
Okay.
There we go. Should be there now.
Click refresh. There we go.
Sure thing. I had some people that didn't know what the refresh button was, so that was pretty interesting.
Okay, so I am a little bit better than that, huh?
Yeah, no, you're definitely better. Like I said, I can promise you are better than some people that I've done for sure. So don't worry about that.
Okay, so I clicked join.
Awesome. All right, and I should see you pop up here pretty soon. Let me go ahead and just refresh and see if you're here. Margie. Do you see anything on your screen once you clicked it or no?
Okay, so now it says
Oh,
for me
awesome.
to
All
join.
right,
Well,
you're in here.
tell
Yep,
me,
go ahead and join. And just tell me what you see if something shows up.
it says welcome.
Awesome. All right, cool. So welcome in Miss Margie Schutte. I want to say thank you so much for your time today. So I know that I don't really know you, and you don't really know me, so we're gonna get into that really quickly here. So how are things? How are the family? Do you have any kids?
I do. I'm trying to wait. Do I
Sure.
switch out Zoom?
Do you do what?
Am I supposed to stay on Zoom too?
Oh, yeah. So if you want to leave it on the background, you can, but I'd suggest probably like minimizing it or making it smaller. That way, and you can like also minimize your other window. That way you can kind of see both at the same time. If you
Right.
know how to do that. If not, I mean, it's no big deal.
No, I got
But
it. I
I,
got it.
okay, cool.
Yeah. Hold on. Let me. Okay. Sorry.
No, you're good. Take all the time you need, man. I'm here to let you set it up. You know what I mean?
Okay. Okay. I'm good. I'm good.
Awesome. All right. So,
Yeah. No,
so
I
yeah.
have.
So
My husband and I live out here on the cattle ranch. It's been in his
cool.
family since 1897.
Oh, wow. That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's
And
incredible.
we raise Longhorn.
Oh, got
And
you.
we do grass-fed beef.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and then I
We,
have two daughters. I have my oldest daughter works for a tech company called Box.
okay. I don't think I've heard of them, but that's cool.
They're based out of San Francisco, and she's the senior marketing event manager for all of North
Wow.
America, South America,
That's
Central America.
awesome.
Yeah,
Holy crap. That's so cool.
she does real well with that. And then our youngest daughter is a teacher in Northside School District in San Antonio. And then we're
Cool.
getting ready to have our first grandson in November. So
Oh, wow. That's exciting. Oh,
yeah.
man. That's awesome. Well, yeah. So like I said, I kind of, we have a cattle ranch too. We just have like 50 or 60 head of like, I guess, they're typically like Angus cattle. And yeah, so we just have some cattle out there, you know, they're all different shapes and sizes, and we'll
Uh-huh.
ship off like some calves and bulls and whatnot. But you know, we'll make some money off of that sometimes. And then we unfortunately don't have horses. We have basically everything else though. We have dogs, we have cats, we have of course chickens, and we also do a lot of like goat and sheep stuff.
Oh,
So
really?
we've shown, right. So I've been in the livestock like kind of industry, like showing
Uh,
for like 12 years or something. So I've been showing goats and lambs up until my senior year of high school. So the last year I was available to, and yeah, so I know all about the showing life for sure. I
yeah,
understand
our
it's
youngest,
definitely. Sorry,
yeah.
go ahead.
I was gonna say our youngest did goats and steer at O'Connor High School,
Got you.
FFA.
That's awesome. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was in FFA for a year, but I mainly do it through 4-H. So we have like a Lavernia livestock, and then I also did like San Antonio and Houston as like a bigger one. So as like a major. So yeah. So that's a lot of fun. But I definitely know the whole cattle ranching life. I've definitely had to herd cattle before. It's kind of annoying sometimes. But I wonder, are Longhorn like easier or worse to deal with, like to have to move around, I guess, or something like that? If you do you ever have to like put them through chutes and stuff the same?
Yeah, no, they're very, very gentle. Ours eat out of our hand.
Oh, that's
Um,
awesome.
yeah, and then one of the reasons why my husband's family selected them is because um, they graze on almost anything. So especially with the drought,
Oh
uh,
yeah, for sure.
we don't have to do a lot of hay feeding for them.
That's
Uh,
incredible.
yeah, no, I mean, we have to really kind of push them to get them in the chute because they gotta get
Right. Yeah, yeah, right.
right,
They got the whole big one.
yeah, to get in. But yeah, it's not too bad. It's not too
That's pretty
bad.
funny. That's awesome. Well, I'm glad that you only have to feed them every once in a while. My dad always complains that he has to go out there in the tractor and feed them a big round bale every like twice a week or something like that, or once a week or something like that.
Yeah.
So yeah, um, he's definitely tired of that, just because it used to be like it wasn't even his property really. Like he married into
Uh,
the property, so it's not like he just kind of took it over, and she didn't do anything like really like ranching related. So,
yeah,
or my
yeah.
mom, excuse me.
Uh,
So yeah, so it's just pretty funny. But yeah, you have any big plans for the summer or like anything else before it ends?
we're going to Colorado next week.
Oh, that's awesome. I've never been to Colorado in the summer, but I have gone in the winter, and I love it in the winter. Snowboarding is like one of like I think it's pretty top tier. Like it's either the first or the second like favorite thing that I love to do.
Yeah.
For sure, like for fun. It's so fun.
Yeah.
But yeah. Anyways, I think I'm going to go ahead and get into it here. So I just want to say thank you so much for taking the time to see my presentation once again. I really enjoy that you were able to do that and be so open with me in that, and especially for booking 36 minutes ahead. That's pretty incredible. I've never done that before. So thank you for being my first with that. So once again, I just want to say thank you again. Again, I get paid to show Cutco in the company. Would really like to for you to give feedback on how I do. So they've actually created an app for this. So you do have a smartphone, correct? Awesome. So over here, this app allows me to get some very simple feedback from you on me and my presentation, and also eliminates all the paperwork to make everything easier and faster. So to get started, I'll need you to download the app really quickly, and then I'll give you my 8-digit rep number and our 4-digit meeting number to enter to make this appointment official. So do you have an iPhone or an Android device?
I have an iPhone.
Okay. So I'm actually going to play this short little video. It'll kind of be the full explanation for it. But basically, or actually, I'll let you go ahead and you know how to work a QR code or no?
Well, I can do it with my camera, right?
Yes, ma'am. Yeah. So that's how QR codes work. You just have to scan it real quick or take a picture of it.
I did that.
Right. Yeah. So if you just take a picture of it, then it should pull up a web page, and you should see cool. You see that?
Yeah.
Awesome. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and play this iPhone video for you, and it's kind of gonna walk you everything, and then I'll also give a little bit of an explanation for it after. And let me know if you hear it. Do you see and hear it? The video?
Hi there.
Yeah.
My name is Mike Monroe, and I'm a manager at Vector Marketing. We're the ones responsible for training your Cutco rep. First off, a very sincere thank you for taking the time to see their presentation. There is zero pressure to buy since they get paid just to show it, even if you've already seen the presentation half a dozen times. Second thing, other than selling the world's finest cutlery, we want to help young people grow and develop professional skills that'll transfer into the workplace. And so if you're willing, I'd like to ask your help in getting your Cutco rep honest feedback. What that'll require is for you to download a free app on your phone called My Cutco Rep, which will allow you to speak anonymously to their strengths and their areas of opportunity. This doesn't allow us to collect any data from you or anything like that without your permission. You can read our privacy policy. That's not something we do. There are 2 download links below, depending on your phone type. One for Android users, one for Apple users. Apple users, you'll have a few additional instructions that are written out there. Vector is a certified enterprise Apple developer, which means we can make apps that aren't available to the general public. So Apple users, once you have the app on your phone, you'll need to mark Vector as trusted, or you'll keep getting an error message. And to do that, click your settings button and press general. Scroll on down to device management, Vector marketing. Click trust Vector marketing, and then agree to trust. And now you're done. Piece of cake. When it's time to give feedback, this isn't where, oh, if I say nice things, my nephew will get a raise. All feedback is anonymous, but it'll really help their manager coach and mentor them in the areas they need to improve. So thank you again very much for helping our people grow, and I hope you enjoy their presentation. It means a lot to them and a lot to us.
Awesome. So your video should be finished, correct?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So after downloading the app, you'll have to click on the settings, general, device management, and then trust verify my Cutco rep, which I don't know. Were you able to do that?
Okay. Yes, I did.
Awesome. All right. So, excuse me. I don't know why I did that. I'm really thirsty. I just put an ice cube in my mouth, and now it's like really crunchy. I apologize.
Okay, I'm having trouble with sound again. Hold on.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
All right. Are we better or are we worse?
Doug, can you help me? Well, no, I'm good. Yeah, I think so.
Oh yeah, and in the bottom right of your computer screen, you should have like a volume option as well.
Yeah, I'm looking at that too. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Okay. Okay.
Cool. Is that better or worse?
It's about the same.
Well, I'm sorry for that. I wish I could make that better for you. Well, oh yeah. So basically, we're a certified app developer for Apple, and this is a private app that's only used by Cutco customers. It's not in the App Store since it has no other use than for someone who's seeing a Cutco presentation. So yeah. So let me just know whenever you are finished with that whole step, and you can if you click on the app, does it take you to like a question?
click on the app right now?
Yes, ma'am. It probably has the rep. It's asking for. It's probably going to ask for your rep
Now
number and your meeting number.
I can hear you really good now.
Oh, awesome. All right, cool.
Okay, so just enter the rep number.
Yes, ma'am. So if you enter the rep number, which is 607-444-69, and the meeting number, which is 8451, then you should be able to log into my little questionnaire kind of thing. And yeah.
It was 84513.
Yes, ma'am. No, 8451 for the meeting number.
8451.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, got it.
And so once you do that, it'll kind of take you to a list of questions. So yeah, so at the end of our presentation, there'll be a way for you to help sponsor me to reach my goals in the company. So so I just want to say thank you so much, Miss Margie. Would you either call me Miss Margie or call you Miss Margie or Miss Shooty?
Margie's fine.
Margie. All right. So thank you so much for your help, Margie. So if you go ahead and open the app and answer the first two questions, and then set the phone off to the side until we finish.
Okay, did that.
Sound good? Awesome. All right, cool. So yeah, and then we're gonna go ahead and get into this. So we'll go ahead and go here to this about me section. Do you see the about me part? Awesome. I know that picture is warped. I apologize for that. I wish I could fix it, but I can't. So yeah. So let me just tell you a little bit more about me. So so basically, if I can, what the heck? My screen just went blank. Oh, okay, we're back. Cool. So yeah, so my name, as you may already know, is Colton Bennett, and I'd like to start off with my number one. I love God and my church. I've been to, I believe the community built around my church and a couple other churches I've been to is just a different kind of nice, and I find myself being very comfortable around them. Another thing about me is that I'm an incoming sophomore in college, and I'm studying engineering in the Glen Brennan, Texas A&M Engineering Academy program, and I'm hoping to transfer to College Station at the end of this semester. So yeah, so as you can tell, all right, do you mind if I share some of my goals with you?
No, go ahead.
Awesome. So so as you can tell, in the future, I would like to become an engineer, and I believe Cutco is helping me to do that because classically, engineers tend to lack communication skills. So I'm trying to learn those now to help me in my future when I do become an engineer, so I'll be able to present my ideas in a way that is relatable to others. So I also would like to create a life that's worthwhile for my future family, and I think these skills, as well as income I'm able to earn here with Cutco, is helping me to achieve that. So lastly, I'm looking to build a home that I'm extremely proud of that hopefully my family is able to use for generations to come. So yeah, so that's a little bit about me. So as you can imagine, some of my friends are just laying around watching Netflix or playing video games right now. But I'm trying to use this time as an opportunity to build my resume and gain some new skills. So I really appreciate you seeing my demo today, Miss Margie. So so can I tell you a little bit why I'm working with Cutco?
Sure.
Awesome. So the reason I'm working with Cutco is because I have to set my own appointments, build my network, and learn how to communicate over the phone, which I believe are some of the most sought after skills in the job market. And I believe they will help me a ton when trying to earn my future dream job. So ultimately, I'm coupling my degree with professional experience to become the best engineer in my industry. So yeah, so I actually just started this. This is going to sound really strange, but it's called an SC2 push. It's a summer sales conference push. So I don't know if you know anything about sales, but a lot of sales like companies and whatnot will have these pushes where they have everyone in the company just try their hardest that they can for like 2 weeks or so. So we have like a 2.5 push week right now, and it just started, which is really, really cool. This is going to be outdated. Can I share my screen with you?
Sure.
Awesome. Let me go ahead and pull that up really quickly. Oh, there we go. All right. And that should be Safari. Cool. So so you see the beach picture here?
Oh, I didn't see your girlfriend.
Oh, I will. I'm getting that here to a second. It'll
that
be
was
there
the
soon.
other screen.
Yeah. So that was from yesterday, but I'll get to her here in a second.
That went real fast.
Actually, you know what? I should show you this one first. This makes more sense to show you this one first. So so I do have a motivational slide here that kind of helped me put this together, and I really forget to show it a lot. If it'll load. There we go. So so yeah, so this is kind of like me. These are my friends. We have a really, really close group of like 8 friends. And we this is like a stupid like New Year's picture or something like that. We dressed up as cowboys. It was stupid.
Now, are those Lavernia friends or
yes,
those
sir. Or yes, ma'am. Yeah. So they're all of my Lavernia friends. We're really close knit still in college, which I love. But yeah, so super close. They're super awesome. And we're actually going out on a trip this weekend to the Frio together. So really happy about that.
Oh, well, that's where we're right by the Frio.
Oh yeah. Okay, got you. I didn't know how close y'all were to that. That's cool.
We're
So
pretty close to Concan
I
and
would
Garner State.
I would pay so much to be close to the Frio. I don't think you understand. The Frio is awesome. I
Yeah.
love it. Oh man, that's like my favorite like vacation ever.
Where
But yeah,
y'all
so
staying?
we should be staying oh, do you know the heart of the Frio? It's like a really fancy kind of like gated neighborhood right on one of the crossings. It's like right
Yeah.
on a water crossing somewhere.
Right.
It's by Frio Country.
Yeah.
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 So we're staying there. We stayed there last year. It's typically for one of these best friends. His name's Wyatt. His mom's birthday is usually around this time, so we usually have like a birthday trip out there.
Oh,
And he
that's
takes us
nice.
along. So yeah, it'll be so much fun. I love those
That'd be
trips.
great.
But yeah, so we have all my friends there, of course, and then my super cute new doggos. They are the cutest things in the world. This is Cooper, and that is Lola. They are amazing. And every time I come home, she is like whining because she's like missing me so much. It's really funny.
Aw.
But yeah, and then this is like a little bit more information about me. But basically, I am again dual enrolled between Texas A&M and Glen Brenham. It's kind of where I'm at in schooling right now. This is the Vector or Cutco opportunity that I've been given through this job, and this is where I want to be. So I don't know if you've seen the inside of this building, but this is the engineering building at Texas A&M called the Zachary Building. It's a brand new state of the art engineering building. There used to be an old Zachary building. Now there's a new one. It is I'm pretty sure it is the number one most state-of-the-art engineering building in all of the US. I'm not sure about all of the world, but it is insane. I love it to death. And if I could spend my entire life there, I would, because it is awesome. So I definitely love nothing more than to spend my time there. And then obviously I have my thermometer here. This is kind of like my $20,000 goal by the end of these 2.5 weeks. So that's what I'm pushing for, $20,000. Yesterday I was at like 1,600. Which is a good start. That's basically what I need to meet every day. And that's why I'm booked up every single day and every single hour of every day, basically. So really trying for that, because I'll also be, like I said, going to trips. So like this one in the weekend and next weekend and stuff like that. So that's just like a little motivational slide there. This picture, by the way, I actually took, me and my family just made an RV trip out to Florida. So we drove all the way from Texas to Florida and back. So we passed through Louisiana, Alabama, Florida. We went to like Orange Beach and Alabama. We went to Orlando and Destin. It was awesome, really incredible. It's a blessing and a curse to travel with them in an RV and be cooped up with them for 10 days. But it was good. It was a very nice trip. I'm really proud of this picture because it was so beautiful. And yeah, so this is why I do what I do and why I do what I'm doing right now. So I actually just started. This is wrong. This is what I made yesterday. I started yesterday. And yeah, so this is my $20,000 goal. Again, the thermometer. But basically by reaching this goal, it almost exactly pays my college tuition for this coming fall semester, which is really, really cool.
Yeah.
So that basically includes room and board. So my rent, college books, my HEB and Walmart money, because food is freaking expensive. And then the third-party homework apps, that professors require, and then of course parking tickets. I get parking tickets and speeding tickets occasionally. That does happen. So it's good to have the money to pay those off. Then obviously, car payments. I have a 2019 Tacoma. You can imagine that I have a big car payment. It's a lot, especially for a 19-year-old kid. But yeah, and then we have the gas money, of course, and obviously I know this is the best place to include her, but my girlfriend. This is Emily Troggett. We are girlfriend boyfriend for we're going on 3 years in August 29th. So I actually just booked our big anniversary plans. So basically she goes to Corpus Christi, Texas A&M. And I visit her every once in a while. But what I did is I booked 2 Airbnbs for our birthday weekend. And so I'm going to take her, instead of her having, staying at her dorm and whatnot, I'll have her out on an Airbnb, and then we're going to go they're all beachfront. So we'll go to beaches and stuff like that and visit all over Corpus and, go to all the fancy dinner places and whatnot. So as you can imagine, that's pretty expensive. Would really like to pay that off. And obviously her birthday is also a month after that. So kind of like a, a double money tundra. But yeah, and then obviously Food and dates, they get more expensive as you have a girlfriend, which I figured out over 2.5 years. But it is what it is. She's totally worth it. She is my world, so definitely very, very important.
So
But yeah.
high school sweethearts, did she go to Livonia with you?
Yes, ma'am. Yeah. So we met sophomore year of high school, and we stuck out this last year, long distance, 3.5 hours away from each other. It's rough. We try and visit twice a month, and yeah, it is rough, but it is what it is. It kind of needs to happen, depending on what we're trying to study and the differences between those. So yeah, so that's kind of my stuff. So yeah. That's me, and I'll go ahead and get back into this over here. So that now we're not complete strangers. Now you're not meeting with someone that you don't have any clue about. So yeah. So by meeting this $20,000 goal by the end of these 2.5 weeks, I can earn a President's Club letter, which you can kind of see a little bit of information for it over here on the left. Basically means I'll be receiving a certificate of merit and a personalized recommendation letter from the Cutco president, which I don't know if you know, but a letter from your CEO of a multi-million-dollar corporation is a big thing to put on your resume. So I would definitely love to have that on my resume. It's an amazing thing to be on there. So pretty cool. And then over here, we have the All-American Scholarship. I'll also have a chance to win this if I try and reach my goal to help with school. So I'm sure you said you have 2 daughters through college. I'd imagine the one that's teaching is already through college or halfway or something like that.
I have a 29-year-old the one who works for Box.
Correct.
She majored in marketing. No, what did she major in? Communication. Sorry.
Something business related.
She majored in communication at Texas Tech.
Gotcha.
And then our youngest, who's the teacher, studied education at UTSA in San Antonio.
Gotcha. Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure that you can imagine that tuition is a lot. So anything that's that's awesome. Y'all are amazing parents for that. I will say that. But yeah. So I'd imagine that that any amount of scholarships and money that goes towards that college tuition is needed and wanted. So would definitely love to try and reach for that All-American Scholarship. So yeah. So since I just started, I'm going to be reading from my manual. Is that okay?
Sure.
Awesome. I don't know what I would do if you said no. Give me 1 second. I'm going to find my charger because I don't want my Mac to die on us. Sound good? All right. Give me 1 second.
Are you going to you could pick up my oh no, you're not going to Hondo.
All right. I am back. I apologize for that. Usually it's like right here next to me, but it wasn't. Oh, and I'm lagging. Can you hear me? Can you hear me now? Sorry, I was lagging. I still am.
Your screen's frozen.
Wow, that's so weird. It's like ever since I plugged in my charger, my whole Mac is like frozen. Let me just unplug it and re-plug it in, see if that works.
Well, that's what I did. I did say that we might be. I don't think it's us though.
No, I don't believe so because it's frozen for me too.
Plug in your computer, yeah.
Right. That's such a weird issue. Here, how about this? I just turn off my video and I turn it back on. Oh, look at that. I'm a tech genius. Awesome. All right, cool. So yeah, so we'll go ahead and get into this. So yeah, so like I said on the phone, you don't have to get anything, but if you do see something you like, you can get it today. Not only would you be getting a great product, but you would be helping me out towards my goals. So also I'm only able to work through referrals. So another goal that I have today is that you like me and Cutco enough to recommend me to some of your friends. So Cutco's awesome. You can buy sets or pieces, and we have tons of accessories and gifts. We also have interest-free monthly investment options, so you don't have to pay for it all at once. And I'm able to give you the best deal possible on whatever you decide to get today. So just so I know, do you cook because you have to, like to, or love to?
I'm sorry?
Do you cook because you have to, like to, or love to?
Kind of have to.
Kind of have to. Okay, I've heard that. Don't worry about it. You're not the first. That's funny. Well, great. You will love Cutco. So the first part of my presentation is a short video that shows the quality of Cutco. After that, I'll show you the pieces in our basic set. So a few things to know is that number one, these are real customers. Some of them have had Cutco for decades. Number two, notice the forever guarantee. This is what makes us a top selling brand in North America. Are you familiar with Cutco's forever guarantee? No? Okay. Well, I actually have this memorized. So Cutco's forever guarantee states that if at any time you're not satisfied with your Cutco product, that will make it right. Basically saying anytime your knife gets dull or damaged, you can send it in and get it sharpened or replaced for free any amount of times that you need, which I think is pretty awesome. I mean, what's guaranteed forever on this earth?
Not much.
Nothing. Nothing besides Cutco. That's right. Yep. That's right. So pretty awesome. So a quick reminder to double check that your volume's turned up so you can hear everything okay. And then I'm gonna go ahead and play this video for you. And I'll mute myself just so there's no like feedback from me. So yeah.
No.
I lied. Okay. I was just making sure. See that? That's why I do that.
I see the lady, but
Okay, you see the lady, but you can't hear her? That's weird. Can't hear her now?
Okay, now.
You can? Okay.
Mush underneath.
What if I do this?
It got dull very quickly. Sometimes we just couldn't find the right knife to do what we needed it to do. Since we've got Cutco, we have the variety of knives. Each knife really does something different.
When we first picked up the knives, we could tell the difference. We're used to having such sharp blades, the tools working like they were supposed to.
We actually use them so frequently, I can't put them away. It's just part of our kitchen now.
When it comes to preparing food and cooking meals for your family, a set of sharp, dependable knives in your kitchen can be the difference between cooking because you have to or cooking because you want to. With the right knives, food preparation is a breeze. With the wrong ones, not so much.
I can't compare the Cutco to any knife that they sell in a department store because I've tried them all. The only knives I have from Cutco.
We're preparing meals for 10 people 3 times a day. I need a knife that I know I can go to that has the quality that's going to work every time, and Cutco does it for me. Cutco quality is number one.
Since 1949, for millions of families across the country, the right knives are Cutco knives. Cutco knives are made right here in America, always have been. And today, hundreds of Cutco team members craft each knife with an artisan's eye for quality and detail. This level of craftsmanship is one of the reasons that every Cutco knife comes with a forever guarantee, a powerful promise we've stood behind since our founding in 1949. That means your Cutco set will be the last set of knives you'll ever need to buy. 10 years, 20 years, even generations down the road, Cutco will sharpen your knives and replace any defective item for free. No one else does that because no one else is Cutco.
They stand behind their product, which is very rare. But they're an American company, which is even better. It's a lifetime warranty, so I did have the experience of having it once replaced with no questions asked.
Warranty on a knife.
Isn't that guarantee amazing?
We've had a couple knives replaced that have been damaged. It was very easy.
Cutco can make this guarantee because of the unique patented design and the meticulous multi-step construction process that goes into its knives. It's what makes Cutco unique and a cut above all others in quality, durability, and user satisfaction. Cutco puts each blade through a 3-step heat treating process, creating the best balance of hardness, flexibility, rust and stain resistance, and edge retention. After that, the blade is meticulously polished to enhance rust resistance. And then comes the secret to Cutco's sharpness and durability, the exclusive Double D recessed edge. This process creates a series of 3 razor-sharp edges on the blade, with pointed teeth that protect it from contacting surfaces that might dull the knife. The Double D recessed edge allows the blade to cut forward, backward, or straight down with equal ease. You can cut virtually anything, which makes food preparation easy, fast, and fun. Here's proof of how sharp a Cutco blade is. This is a tough piece of leather, and using a regular kitchen knife, even a brand new one, cutting it is practically impossible. Now, watch what the Cutco table knife can do. Notice its rounded design for added safety, and no rivets, so it looks great on your table. But can it cut? Can it ever?
Sharpness is every product from Cutco. It's head and shoulders of any knife that I've ever used.
use, they do exactly what I want them to do for me every single time. Here's something you
You ever
might
seen a
not
drawer like that before?
already own an incredibly expensive.
Looks like my parents.
Yeah.
Ever seen a kitchen drawer that looks like this? Loads and loads of knives, most of which you never use because they're too dull or aren't right for the job. That's money wasted. A lot of money when you add it all up. It's actually much more cost effective to invest in a set of quality knives. Knives that come with a forever guarantee. Knives that are designed for every conceivable kitchen duty. Knives that you'll be happy to use every day. Let's take a quick look at a few of the most popular knives in a set. If you've ever tried to cut a tomato with a dull knife, you know how frustrating and messy it can be. The Cutco trimmer makes quick work of tomatoes, oranges, apples, cucumbers, great for sectioning grapefruit and oranges. Easily trims and bones meat, poultry, and fish. It's even a great bar knife for lemons and limes. This versatile knife is a star of your set, and one of the key reasons Cutco won About.com's Reader's Choice Award for Best Cutlery Brand.
Trimmer. I love the trimmer. That's my favorite knife. I use it when I'm cutting up salads and I'm trimming a steak. I use it for my meats like chicken, roast. I really use it for everything. So it's a pretty multi-purpose knife.
Ready to do some chopping, dicing, slicing, and mincing? The home chef now has a classic knife at their disposal, the Petite Chef. Just place the tip on the cutting board and rock the blade, using the back of the blade to do the cutting. When done this way, you feel as though you're cutting air.
My favorite Cutco knife is the chef knife. Just cutting the lettuce when we want it super fine or really chopped really fine. It makes cooking a lot easier.
It has a nice long blade and chop quickly. I don't think I realized how efficient that would be.
And now, the knife that's more.
This one is my favorite, and I have no clue why.
The world's premier sandwich and bagel knife. Spread mayo, cream cheese, or jellies.
I think it's kind of just like, you know, I'm a college kid, so I don't really need like all these knives, but like that's the one that I want. You know what I mean? Like I don't even have a kitchen, but that's the one.
My favorite knife is the spatula knife. Great for sandwiches.
You can cut the bagel, and you can scoop the spread. It's all with one tool.
Finally, let's look at a knife you probably won't use every day, but when you need it, you'll be so glad.
And then this one's just like a zombie apocalypse, like freaking machete. You know? Like just look at it. Cuts through freaking everything.
Heavy duty and tough, it easily segments and trims big cuts of meat and disjoints poultry. Watch it go through a squash, pineapple, even a watermelon at a single pass.
It's crazy.
Butcher knife, great for cutting. Just goes through like crazy.
It's so easy to get around. You don't have to worry about the heat because
That was my dad's favorite one.
Having the right knife for the right job is like having the right club for every shot, the right tool for every task, the right shoes for every occasion. With the right set of Cutco knives, your work goes faster, better, and is a lot more rewarding. With Cutco knives, cooking is fun. Beyond that, using a dull knife, especially for the wrong purpose, is a serious safety hazard. It's been proven that most kitchen accidents involve the knife, especially a dull knife. That's because people force dull knives and use them improperly in order to get them to cut, and that's how accidents happen. Sharp, safely stored, and properly used knives are a far safer choice and make your kitchen a much more enjoyable place. All the knives in your Cutco set are guaranteed to be sharp forever because we'll sharpen them for free, anytime, anywhere, no matter how long ago you bought them. How sharp are they? Watch this. This is the Cutco Petite Carver. Our customers have given this knife a 5-star rating on Cutco.com, and no wonder. This is a length of thick rope. It's tough and fibrous, like a big roast. Now watch this. If it can cut rope like this, imagine how easily it will glide through your toughest cutting jobs.
Other knives I had to saw through and saw through. Cutco, I have not had to do that. They stay sharp. I have been 100% satisfied.
It's clear that a Cutco knife set is the premier choice and the most important set of tools in your kitchen. So now let's talk value. Remember that every knife in every set is American-made in Cutco's own facility in upstate New York and is completely covered by Cutco's one-of-a-kind forever guarantee. These are knives that will last for your lifetime and beyond. Nobody else offers that kind of value.
The Cutco knives made a huge difference in the kitchen. For 15 years, we've had the same set of knives. Everybody talks about the good quality and the sharpness of it, how long it stays sharp. I know that we've gotten our money's worth out of those knives.
Remember, too, that Cutco knives are made of the highest quality materials. The handles, for example, are not wood or cheap plastic, but thermal resin for far greater strength, dishwasher endurance, and long-term durability. They won't crack, splinter, chip, or absorb grease.
There's my mom and dad's drawer again.
And cheap brass rivets quickly discolor and show their age. Cutco exclusively uses corrosion-resistant nickel-silver rivets for the utmost in appearance and durability. This customer favorite has a 5-star rating for a reason. Strong and versatile. You can use them in the kitchen, the garden, anywhere. Cut
This is about to be my favorite demonstration video, and I know it's kind of sad that I have a favorite demonstration video, but it is pretty cool. So just wait.
Easy cleaning.
Look at that. It just cuts right through a freaking penny. By the way, I did that in person for my roommates. It was the best thing ever. They were like, oh, really? It was so funny.
You may have, and help you choose the set that turns this into this, and this into this. Thanks for choosing Cutco. American made, forever guaranteed.
Awesome, awesome. I think your video should be finished. Is that right?
Yes.
Awesome. So what impressed you the most with what you saw?
Well, I mean, I guess how quick and easy that it cut through stuff.
Right. Yeah. I mean, they have their own patented I just said that so wrong. Patented design, that double D edge. It's kind of insane. I'm telling you, especially whenever you use it in person, it's like nothing else. It's so insane. And I know it's really funny to hear from a college kid that you know doesn't even need knives, but like seriously, I'm adamant about these things and I don't even like need them. So yeah. But Cutco is the only, or it's one of the only products that you can buy once, use every day, and never have to replace, which is really, really awesome. So yeah. So Miss Margie, you can buy individual pieces, but most customers agree that over a lifetime, sets are a much better value. It's important to have the right tool for the right situation because of safety and efficiency. We have 2 larger set options for customers who love to cook, called the Ultimate and the Signature. But I'm gonna start with the pieces in our basic set, which is the most popular. It's called the Homemaker Plus 8. It has the minimum number of tools to do 100% of the jobs in your kitchen as efficiently as possible. Also, which color do you like better? The classic black, the pearl white, or the red handles?
Probably between the black or the red.
Black or the red? I've heard a lot of people say that they really like the red, but they don't know if they could do it. Like, like they never make the decision to do it. Right.
Yeah.
It's just really funny to me because they're always like, oh, I love the red, but then no one ever does. But I will say that I'm just going to say this joke because a customer said it to me and I can't stop saying it now. Black knives matter. So you gotta keep them in there too. Okay. So yeah, but yeah. Well, the Homemaker is the best value for the average family, and it starts with your paring knife. So over here, this is Cutco's Air Knife. It has a long handle, which makes peeling and paring comfortable. So you can see the video that I'm playing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. So yeah, so you use this for small jobs in the air, like peeling apples and hulling strawberries, but definitely rarely on the cutting board, which is why you're going to have your next up trimmer. So this is your small utility knife for small fruits and veggies. If you'll watch the video, you can see how freaking smooth this thing is. It is awesome. Like I remember trying to cut a tomato for my mom the other day without this knife, and I was like, and it was just going everywhere. Like it was everywhere, like all over the counters and all over it was just crazy. But that's crazy to me. But yeah, so you'll never smash a tomato ever again. It's also great for cucumbers, oranges, lemons, and limes, and also for slicing raw chicken into strips. So everyone loves the versatility of the trimmer, but it's never used for spreading or serving, which is why you have your next up spatula spreader, my personal favorite. So the wide flexible double D edge on this piece allows you to cut, spread, and serve sandwiches, bagels, lasagna, and cake. It's also perfect for getting like peanut butter and jelly out of a jar, like you just saw, and with super smooth spreading or getting brownies out of the pan. But you'll most definitely never use it on meat or medium-sized vegetables, which is why you're going to have your next up 6 3/4 inch petite carver and turning fork. So this large utility knife is your everyday meat knife for chicken and small roasts. It's also great for like large summer fruits and like tough vegetables like cantaloupe or watermelon or even pineapple. You use this thing on a pineapple and oh my God, it is crazy. Like you just glide through it. It's awesome. So definitely would suggest trying that. It's super, super cool. But yeah, so the turning fork that's also included with it has 3 sharp tines, which makes it easy to turn meats and veggies and get things out of jars. However, none of the pieces so far are used for larger foods, which is why you're going to have your next up butcher knife. So this is like the zombie apocalypse machete. This heavy duty knife disjoints large meats and is also great for melons and squash and separating frozen foods like hot dogs and hamburgers, you know, like whenever they get really thick and meaty. So it protects your other knives because it's the only piece in the basic set strong enough for those jobs. But it's definitely not a chopping knife, which is why you're going to have your next up 7 5/8 petite chef knife. So this is like a regular chef knife, I guess you could say. The high knuckle clearance makes it comfortable and safer for dicing, mincing, and chopping. This delicate chopper is great for the 6 S's: the soup, salad, stir fry, stew, stuffing, and salsa. Dang it, I almost got it that time. That part is so hard. But yeah, so chef knives are definitely for chopping. Which a lot of people like. I really like that whenever my job or whenever my mom gives me that job, you know, it's like cut up a cucumber and I'm like, you know, so this thing's really, really cool at that. And plus Cutco looks so great because of its stainless steel. You can see your reflection in it. So like you can kind of see it on the video there. It looks so amazing. Like that is the best knife to try and look at yourself in. It's like a mirror, by the way, just a fun fact about it. But yeah, so pretty cool. And then this one over here is the 9 3/4 inch slicer. It's the best bread knife in the world, and the long double D edge makes it great for cutting cakes, shredding lettuce, and slicing boneless meats. But it's definitely not for anything with a bone. As you can see, it just is great for bread. Just look at that. I mean, it makes me want to go make a sandwich right now. So pretty cool. But that's why you're going to have your next step master carving set. So this is kind of like your spare tire. You won't use it every day, but you'll be glad you have it. So do you ever barbecue or host family dinners?
Mhm.
Yeah, awesome. Well, you'll need it for like barbecue, big roasts, and family occasions. Having both forks in the set is important. The turning fork picks food up while the carving fork holds meat down and it's wide enough to go around the bones. So like this little example here is really great for it. Can you see however a lifetime you're going to use every tool in your basic set? Awesome. We'll go ahead and move on here to our table knives. So to complete your set, your table knives are used for every meal, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. The wide blade and rounded tip makes it safer and great for spreading, but with the double D edge, it cuts like a steak knife. So if I'll go ahead and play this video here for you, we definitely recommend 2 table knives per family member, so you don't have to wash them after every meal. Because if you're like my parents, you don't want to run the dishwasher constantly, and if you're like me, you don't want the dishwasher run constantly because then you have to unload it. So definitely would recommend having a couple of these on hand if you're ever having like people over or something like that. So pretty awesome at working through some tough weather for sure. And then over here, these are their steak knives. So these are for customers who like the feel of like a larger steakhouse style steak knife. 2 larger sets, the signature set and the ultimate set. These are them right here, by the way. The steak knife, they both come with the option for steak knives instead of table knives that the homemaker doesn't have. So the steak knife is the same length as the trimmer, but with a wider blade and rounded tip. So that's kind of like a comparison between the steak knife and the table knife. So those are like the differences between the two, although they do have the same technical like cutting force, you know, like they have the same kind of like individual blades, but the steak knife is like longer and looks like cooler, I guess you could say. But yeah, so that's kind of the differences between those. Then we have the signature that comes with 10 table knives or 10 steak knives, and the ultimate comes with 12. So these sets are perfect for when you have company over at the house, or if you just don't want to run the dishwasher constantly like my parents, you'll have some extra table knives or steak knives there for you. So I'll go ahead and move on here to our storage options. So Miss Margie, it would be dangerous to have some really sharp knives floating in a drawer like my parents. So our sets come with a solid oak wood block, which looks great in the counter. We also have storage trays or for the drawer or on a wall. And our sets come with a free cutting board as well. It's important to use a soft plastic cutting board because glass, granite, and marble cutting boards are too hard and will dull your knives. So definitely make sure to use plastic ones. So over here, we also have the gadget packs. So to complement your homemaker set, we also have incredible kitchen tools and gadgets. The 5-piece kitchen tool set matches the rest of your set and comes in a wood block for easy storage. Then we have the 4-piece entertainer pack, which has comfort grip handles and is, of course, forever guaranteed. So it comes with our four of our most popular gadgets all in one pack. We're going to play these short videos one at a time real quick, starting with the peeler. So by the way, the peeler, I'm going to spill a little bit here. Whenever I was a little kid, I have vivid memories of trying to use my mom's peeler and nearly cutting open my finger every single time because that wobbly blade that wants to like fall off the peeler. Yeah, yeah, I think you know what I'm talking about. It's horrible. It's horrifying as a little kid to try and cut a carrot whenever you think you're going to cut open your finger. So definitely very cool to have this peeler. By the way, I don't know if you were watching the video. I'm going to play it again. It is insane at working through a carrot. I used it in person. You just go like this and it's like carrot's gone. I'm serious. Like the carrot is gone in like 2 seconds. It's crazy. So I definitely recommend getting that. Is really awesome. My mom loves it. And actually my girlfriend's mom loves it more than my mom. So yeah, very cool. Then over here we have the ice cream scoop. It goes right through rock hard ice cream and it's of course forever guaranteed. It's also great for getting the seeds out of a watermelon. So if you haven't used like an ice cream scoop for that, would definitely recommend. This ice cream scoop also multiplies the heat of your hand into the metal. So it'll actually like cut through the ice cream a whole lot easier and faster that way. So pretty awesome. And then over here we have the pizza cutter. The cool thing about this pizza cutter is actually the blade comes out for easy cleaning, which I thought was a really, really unique feature since I don't have that. Like I've never seen that in any other pizza cutter. And I haven't thought about it before I started showing these, but like there's so much gunk between the blade and the plastic. So I really like that you can take apart that blade and get that gunk out of there. Cause you don't want that germ in your food. Like that's pretty gross, right? And I just want to show you it again. Like, look at how easy, look at that. It's just like click, click, it's out. So very, very cool. But then our last one here in the what is it? The kitchen tools, no, entertainer pack set. There we go. The entertainer pack is going to be the cheese knife. So this thing is really, really awesome. It actually has holes so the cheese doesn't stick to it. So it looks really awesome and it's also very useful. So it's also great for potatoes, apples, and pepperoni outside of cheese. So this thing is pretty awesome. I've actually been told that I'm supposed to be receiving one of these for free if I reach that $20,000 goal. So really, really happy about that because this thing looks so cool. So yeah, it's pretty awesome. Then we also have the shears or scissors. They're a customer favorite. They're strong and versatile. They can be used in the kitchen, garden, and beyond. Although I will say, definitely don't leave them outside while you're working on shrubs or branches or something, because my mom does that and my dad hates it because they're an important part of the house. Like having those strong shears around is important for a lot of things. And whenever you leave them outside in the garden, hell will be brought. Yeah. So definitely make sure to either get two or bring them inside all the time because they're important. So you can cut everything from delicate herbs to paper to tough packaging and pennies. And this heavy duty blade comes apart for easy cleaning, which I thought was also pretty cool. So it literally just like separates into two blades. So these will work whether you're right-handed or left-handed as well. So this is kind of like a little demonstration for what all they can cut through and stuff like that. But I do have these. They are very, very cool and very useful. I would recommend for sure. But yeah, so pretty awesome. Go ahead and move on here to our summary. So Miss Margie, let me review why so many people choose to invest in Cutco. So you'll always have sharp American-made knives that are comfortable, safe, and sanitary. Cutco is guaranteed to last forever, so it would be the last set of knives you'd ever buy. And Cutco saves a lot of money. Most customers who buy Cutco eat out less. If that saves $60 a month, which I personally, for my family, know that that's a really low number. So if that saves $60 a month for eating out, like at Whataburger and whatnot, it's $720 saved this year. Over 25 years, you'll save $18,000. 18 grand. That is crazy to me. I was like, oh my God. So yeah, so there's several reasons why so many customers choose sets. Cutco sets have the right tool for the right job. Cutco sets have a built-in discount, so it's cheaper. Sets come with a free cutting board and other free stuff. Sets are much safer because they come in a block or a tray. And we also have interest-free monthly investment options, so you don't have to pay for it all at once. So yeah, so when it comes to high quality cutlery, it's like anything else. There's a wide variety of quality and prices. Cutco is top rated, so we only compare the highest quality brands. Have you heard of Wusthof or Shun before?
Say that again. I've heard of what?
Wusthof or Shun? No? Okay, that's all good. That's a good thing. We don't like those guys. So these high quality sets made overseas are two of the top selling brands in stores. So each brand has different types of sets, which range in price. Wusthof is the most popular. The price for this Wusthof set is $3,435. Sometimes you can find it on sale for $2,000. So there are some major differences between these brands and Cutco. Wusthof has mostly straight edges, so they need to be sharpened, which is a hassle. They're not recommended for the dishwasher, and the warranty is on manufacturing defects only. In comparison, Cutco has our unique wedge lock handle, exclusive double D stay sharp edge, and we have our 4-part forever guarantee, including our free sharpening. So Cutco owners will tell you that it's 10 times better than any knives they've ever used. Just considering the guarantee and unique features, most people would agree that Cutco is at least twice as good as Wusthof. When something offers twice the quality and value and lasts forever, you would expect it to be at least twice the price. At twice the price, you're talking over $4,000 for a set of Cutco. So over here, we have the, let me go ahead and, yeah. So let me show our two most complete sets here. So this one, I'm going to start with the ultimate here, right? So this is going to be the ultimate set. So this is kind of like sorry, no, I'm going to start with the other one. Yeah, there we go. I'm starting with the signature. This is like our family set, right? So it says all the 10 tools I explained earlier on those slideshows, and also 4 of our most customer requested pieces. So basically customers will like ask for more pieces and they'll like send in forms to, like what they want. And then Cutco looks at those and be like, okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and make these for you. And then customers are like, thank you, so very cool. These are your cheese knife for sticky, starchy foods. So the cheese knife is included. Your hearty slicer for big meats and cheeses, your petite santoku for small dicing and chopping needs, and the super shears are included automatically in the set, which I thought was really awesome because those things are like, they're needed. So definitely very cool. And then it also comes with all 3 cutting boards as well, instead of just a one, and sharpener and a sharpener and the wood block. So of course, and then also the 10 table knives. But the best part about this set is that it has a 10-piece steak knife option instead of the table knives. So the other option over here is going to be our complete set. Like I was saying earlier, I accidentally started with it. So this is going to be our complete set. It has all the 10 tools I explained earlier and 9 of your specialty knives. So it has the hearty slicer, the santoku, the cheese knife, and then our wide blade veggie knife, our 1-pound meat cleaver, our super flexible salmon knife, the petite slicer, the boning knife. And let me go ahead and show you these here. There we go. That's the layout version. The boning knife and a bigger 4-inch paring knife, and also the super shears, of course. This one comes with all 3 cutting boards as well, a sharpener and the wood block. And again, these come with 12 table knives instead of 10, or you can get 12 steak knives, a very popular option. So we found that one of these sets appeals to just about everybody. So if you were to own one of these sets for the next 40 plus years, either for you or for your daughters or whatever, which would you prefer, the signature set or the complete set?
Gosh, I don't know.
So we have this is the complete here with the 12 steak or table knives, and then the 10 knives that I showed you earlier plus 9 more specialty. And then this one is going to be the signature set with the 10 knives that I showed you earlier plus 4 customer recommended ones and 10 steak or 10 table knives, depending on whichever one you want.
I was gonna say, I guess the signature set seems a little
the signature.
I don't know.
Got you. Yeah. I mean, I just want you to make sure that like okay, if it were raining down from the skies, handles first, of course. Like which one would you want? You know what I mean? Like, would you want like this large set? Do you think you would use it, or would you think the signature set would look more like your option?
I think signature is probably more.
Signature. Okay.
Yeah.
So the great thing. Oh, and also, would you do the signature with like the steak knives or the table knives?
Well, since we have a cattle ranch, probably the steak knives.
Steak knives, right? That's probably a good idea. Plus, I think I like the look of those way more. So the great thing about this set is that it doesn't cost over $4,000, although it probably would be if it were sold in stores. But we do offer more products than those sets. So in fact, Cutco's full set doesn't even cost as much as Wusthoff's smaller set at $3,435. The signature set with steak knives is only $2,259, or about $492 per month on our 5-month interest-free investment plan. Now let me go ahead and explain our buy now bonus. So the buy now bonus allows me to give you free merchandise when you place an order on my first visit, actually. So if you get this set today, I can include $350 of our accessories and gifts for free. So I forgot the name. Is it Margie? Margie, right? Yes, Miss Margie. I apologize. Miss Margie, I wouldn't be doing my job if I didn't ask you this question. Would you like to get this set of Cutco today and receive that $350 of free gifts for free?
Well, I mean, that's a great deal. I don't know that I can do that.
Got you.
It's a great deal. It is a great deal.
Okay. So would you want me to like write it down and as like a possibility? Or would you want me to show you maybe another option?
Well, is there a smaller set than the signature set?
Yes, ma'am. Yeah. So actually, what I can say is we do have this thing called a trade-in special. So it's actually pretty awesome. Basically, It's a special program that we're offering called the trade-in special. Now I would take off your $300 or $350 worth of accessories, and instead I can apply that $350 as like a discount to your knife set. So instead of it being $22.59, it would only cost, let me see, just to make sure, it would only cost $18.09, or with a 5 pay of $395 a month. And the investment program that I mentioned before works the exact same on this set. So that's pretty awesome. How does that sound?
Well, I mean,
does it sound better?
Again, I would have to discuss that. My husband, he walked out the door to go out in the pasture, but
oh, got you.
You know, it's not something that I would be able, especially this amount of money, you know, to decide without him.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Also, do you sell some of the stuff individually, like where we could try it? And
yeah, so actually what I will say is we have a 30-day money back guarantee. So we'll if you want to try out the set, what we'll do is we'll ship it out to you, and you have a whole 30 business days, by the way. So that's not even just like 30 days, that's 30 business days to try it out, use it, you know, see yourself using it, see it on your counter and whatnot. You can try out the different colors if you want to. And then if you don't like it, which I don't know why you wouldn't, but if you don't like it, by the end of those 30 days, then you can send it in and get your money back guaranteed, all of it for free. How's that sound?
Well, let me, like, again, I would want to discuss him before.
Yeah, no, like I said, it's important to have him here. So I definitely recommend, if you want to, you can go ahead and call him or go get him real quick. If that's something, if that's something that you're worried about.
Well, no, he's out in the pasture, so I can't just run go get him real quick.
Oh, got you.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. So I mean, I would have to talk with him about it when he comes back in. And
okay. All right, then let me think here. So do you think that you would want to maybe, do you think that this set's right for you, or do you think you might want to look at like maybe like a smaller option that you can make, you know, like maybe make a decision for without him here? Or do you think that you would kind of want to stick with this set because you really like it?
Well, what's the smaller set?
Sure. So I'll go ahead and show you. So this is going to be our kitchen system set. So that is no problem. So let me go ahead and show you our two basic sets that you might feel more comfortable getting today. So the kitchen systems has the 10 tools I explained earlier, plus the 8 table knives instead of 10 in a wood block. It doesn't have the option for steak knives, unfortunately. So if you move down to the smaller set, it doesn't have the option for steak knives. But it also comes with your kitchen tool set and a pair of super shears for free, which I know those super shears are definitely a bonus. So the basic kitchen system is the same thing without the table knives. So these are our two basic sets. So if you're considering one of these sets, would you prefer the set with or without the table knives?
Probably without.
Without? Okay. So so the basic kitchen system, which like I said is those 10 tools, or the 10 knives plus your shears and the kitchen tool set, that 5-piece kitchen tool set with the wood block, is only $14.31 or about $3.10 now. So if I get that, if you get that set today, I can still let you have that entertainer pack, which is those 4 really cool gadgets, like the ice cream scoop and the pizza cutter and the peeler and even the cheese knife for free. So would you like to go ahead and get that one?
Well, I need to talk with Doug about it, especially, you know, that amount of money. So
sure. Yeah. Okay. That's all good. So I'll go ahead and just leave those options on the table.
Okay.
So what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to grab, I forgot to pull this out already, but I have I have my notebook here. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to open up this guy, and I will go ahead and start writing down your wish list. So basically, let me go ahead and get you over to that slideshow real quick so you can see that. Where is it? There we are. All right. So basically, we're going to be start making a wish list. So these aren't necessarily things you're going to buy today, but as your rep, I'll be able to keep track of what you like for future reference. So basically, as we go through here, if Cutco were free, and like I said, raining down from the skies, you know, of course, handles first. Let me know what you would want to add to your set. Also, of course, the more you buy, the more you save. So don't be afraid of adding something because it may end up coming on your order for free anyways. So also, if we get to a section that you have no interest in at all, just literally cut me off and tell me so, and I will skip it without a problem. Sound good?
Okay.
Awesome. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and write down your wish list here. So, let's see. Mr. and Miss Amazing Longhorn Cattle Ranch Family Shooty. And if you don't believe that I just wrote all that down, I will totally take a picture of it and send it to you. All right. So yeah. So did you want me to go ahead and write down for the kitchen system, or are you thinking more on the signature set?
Probably more that basic kitchen system.
The kitchen system? Okay. All right, the basic kitchen system for sure. All right. And we'll go ahead and move in here to the gifts and accessories. So again, if I get to a section that you have no interest in at all, just tell me to skip it and I'll have no problem with it. Cool?
Okay.
All right. So these are our table knives and sets. So I know you said that you kind of host holidays or have company over, right? So a lot of customers quickly realize after they get their Cutco that their table knives are always in the dishwasher because they're used so often. It's very common for people to add an extra 6, 8, or 12 to their order and keep their extras either in a block, a tray, or just stored in the drawer. That way, when company comes over, you're not having to choose who gets the good knives around the table and who's left with the old ones, like my house. So do you think you could use some extra table knives or steak knives? I know you said for the basic kitchen system, there are no table knives or steak knives included.
Yeah,
So
probably the steak knives.
Awesome. And I will say we do have an option for stainless table knives. I have one of my own that's engraved by my work because I won this prize or whatever. It is absolutely beautiful. And so I would recommend getting those if you are looking for something like that. But I'll definitely write you down for some steak knives. How many were you looking at? We have packages of 4, 6, 8, and 12.
Probably 6.
6? Okay. Steak knife. 6.
Oh, I can't hear you. I lost you. I lost you.
All right, I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. I had to mute myself. I had someone walking in on me. I was like, get out. This is important to me. Get out, basically. But yeah, so I went ahead and wrote you down for the 6 steak knives as well. Like I said, if it was raining down from the skies. By the way, that's kind of like a little closer look at what the steak knife looks like in a person's hand. So pretty awesome. And over here we have our gadgets. So we have a can opener. I'm going to spill to you again. So back whenever I was little, one of the biggest fears of mine was also opening cans for my mom because I know, as you know, a normal can opener, you kind of, you open it and then you try and reach in and try and grab the cap without cutting yourself. And, one year I cut myself really bad and it got everywhere and in the food and it was gross. So it was really bad and I really hated that moment. But this can opener has super smooth wheel action. It leaves no sharp edges at all. And it has a strong magnet that holds the lid after removing. So it doesn't fall into the can, which I thought was a really, really unique thing. So I really like that. Then we also have the wine opener here. This gadget also has a bottle opener on the side. It can stand upright in the counter without rolling or tipping. It's a great gift for somebody that loves wine but would never treat themselves with a high quality opener. And then obviously we have the entertainer pack here, which is included in your basic kitchen system. So if you do decide to get that, that is going to come completely free. So I wouldn't see, unless maybe you want some more for your daughters or something like that. Yeah. So did you want anything here for the gadgets?
No.
All right. Sorry, I tell people to get out and stop talking to me, and they just can't do it. They just can't do it. All right, I apologize. All right, so we'll go ahead and move over here to our cheese knife. So we have a few different style cheese knives in addition to the one that came in the entertainer pack, and they all have a micro D edge. They're great for all different types of cheeses, of course, but also for tomatoes, lemons, limes, apples, and cutting raw potatoes for hash browns or homemade French fries. So obviously we have 4 different cheese knives here. The one on the far left is going to be the cheese knife that comes in the entertainer pack. So if you were to get the basic kitchen system, this one would come for free. Then we have the traditional cheese knife, which kind of has like a better handle. It's the same exact blade, but with a full tang triple rivet handle to match your knives. Then we also have the mini cheese knife and the Santoku style cheese knife. A lot of people like the Santoku style, but that one's up there as an option as well.
Yeah, I wouldn't want any extra.
Okay, sounds good to me. Go ahead and move on here to our flatware. So good flatware isn't cheap. The reason people buy our flatware is because they'll never have to buy forks and spoons ever again. Everything is guaranteed forever. So the Cutco's Forever flatware is made of 1810 high quality stainless steel, so it won't tarnish even in the dishwasher. Cutco doesn't change their design every 2 to 3 years like other flatware companies, which is really nice. So if you lose a couple pieces, you won't have trouble finding the matching pattern. We use one timeless pattern that never goes out of style. Each setting comes with 5 pieces. I'll show you those 5 real quick. The teaspoon, the tablespoon, the dinner fork, the salad fork, and a stainless table knife that cuts just like a steak knife. It's like having steak knives that match your stainless flatware. So the 60-piece set over here with the cherry wooden chest includes 12 settings and comes with the beautiful cherry wooden chest that comes with a 35% discount. So the chest is by far our best deal on flatware. It comes with 12 place settings. So do you like the look of these?
Oh, it looks beautiful, but
Yeah.
I have several sets that.
Several
like,
sets.
Yeah.
Got you. Yeah, that's awesome. All right. Well, if you already have several sets, and I'd imagine you have, you don't really have the room to get more for maybe your daughters or anything like that. So we'll go ahead and move on past the flatware, even though it is very beautiful. I do want to mention my grandma actually told me she would buy one of these cherry wooden chests for my wedding. And I was so like, I almost cried. I was like, oh my God, that is so awesome. They're so beautiful. But yeah, and then over here we have the low moisture cookware. Cookware also makes really good quality cookware. It's American made. It has the forever guarantee, and it's the healthiest cookware you can use, which makes it a great investment in your family's health. We also have great package deals with knives and cookware. So if you're looking for the best savings, I can show you what that looks like for the set of knives you liked and the cookware combined. So let me go ahead and show you this quick video here, which kind of gives a little walkthrough of why our cookware is so awesome.
Hi, I'm Derek Vidal, Cutco sales professional, here to give you a brief introduction in the features and benefits of Cutco cookware. To talk a little bit about the materials used in Cutco cookware, we actually use a 430 magnetic steel surrounding the pan. This will make it so it's induction stove capable too. On the inside, we've got 304 surgical grade stainless steel, which is very durable, very easy to clean, and of course is dishwasher safe too. Now, although it is dishwasher safe, we do recommend washing it by hand. On the inside layer, we actually have 3 layers of aluminum. So even the lid has the same construction. So your food will cook from the top down, the sides in, and the bottom up. So it's basically like a mini oven cooking your food. We're cooking it from all sides, so you're not going to have any cold spots on your pan. Cutco cookware actually conducts heat so well that it's stackable.
Isn't this awesome?
Multiple layers.
You can burn. You can do multiple layers on one burner.
Now the cool thing
that is incredible.
This is actually low moisture or waterless cookware. So to reference other cookware, let's say we're boiling broccoli. A lot of times we just do it fully immersed in water, and by the end of it, all the water is green. Which unfortunately, that's about 80% of the nutrients in the broccoli. It's a lot of the flavor too. Now with Cutco cookware, the cool thing is all we need is a little bit of water. So here, if we just put a little bit of water in the pan, and then we're going to splash it around and get the whole thing coated on the inside. Now we're going to spin the lid, and you guys can see that the lid is spinning very freely, okay? Almost frictionless. And what that is going to do is that's going to tell us that a vapor still has formed. Now I'm yanking on the lid here just to show you that it's got the suction there. And that suction is going to trap all of the flavor and all of the water and all the nutrients right inside the pan. Now, like I was mentioning earlier, we've got the 5-ply construction, so the lid is going to be nearly as hot as the bottom in just a couple minutes of being on the stove. So we're cooking food evenly from all sides. Kind of like the same concept of boiling, but without the water, because the water is extracting all the nutrients. So our food is going to keep all the nutrients and all the flavor right inside. Like all Cutco products, Cutco cookware is backed by the forever guarantee, so it's fixed or replaced for free or ever. Not just your lifetime, but this is a legacy cookware set you'll be able to pass down from generation to generation.
All right, good stuff. So here's Cutco's low moisture cookware is made using 5 layers. The outer layers are high quality stainless steel for easy cleaning, while there are 3 layers of aluminum on the inside for perfect heat distribution. It doesn't have a poor quality non-stick coating, so you don't have to worry about chipping and peeling, which is very awesome. Once they're preheated for 5 to 7 minutes on medium, the cookware is virtually non-stick if used properly, making it easy to cook your food. So if you were to choose a set of cookware, would you do the complete? By the way, this is the complete right here. This is kind of what that looks like. So I'll take you a quick minute to look at that. And then we also have the family set or the dedicated. And then we also have the basic.
Yeah, I don't know that I would get any
No?
Yeah.
Okay. Sounds good to me. Go ahead and move on here to our next part here. So these are going to be the sporting knives. So you've seen what the double D edge does on leather. Just imagine what it does for a hunter. We have some really great hunting and sporting knives, and the prices on these are lower than you'd probably expect for super high-end hunting knives. Cutco also owns K-Bar, which are the knives the United States Army and Marine Corps use. I don't know if you knew that. We have 2 K-Bar knives that I'm allowed to sell as a Cutco rep. So if any of these catch your eye, I can read you the details on them.
What's the hunting knife?
The hunting knife. Let me go ahead and pull that up. I have it right here. You said the hunting, correct?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Where is the hunting? Switch our point. There we go. All right. So the hunting knife is like a deluxe trophy knife that engraves really well. It's the most expensive, but it's also the nicest hunting knife that there is. Then it also is like a gift product basically. So it's kind of like typically used to honor somebody with a legacy, to celebrate like a first hunt, or to pass down to like children. That's pretty much what that's used for most times. So that's basically the info on the hunting knife.
And how much is that?
Or the anyone's. For these pieces, or for these like accessories and stuff, I typically just write, like I said, if it was raining down, just to like kind of pick it up, and then I can do deals and stuff at the end to determine the best discount I can give.
Yeah.
So you like the hunting knife? Were there any others here that you liked?
No, I don't think so.
No? Okay. We'll go ahead and move on here to our next slide, which is going to be our garden tools. So these are the only garden tools on the market that are guaranteed forever. They're rated by the home and garden industry as the #1 most trusted garden tools. They hold 300 pounds of torque pressure without bending or breaking. Yellow makes them easy to find in messy soil or in the dark. The steel goes all the way to the bottoms of the handles, so you can drive over them with a car and they won't break. Not recommended, of course. So we have the bypass pruners. These are great for snipping flowers, trimming evergreen shrubs, and pruning branches. By the way, the pruners are there in the front on the left side. Then we have the 2 trowels. They're measuring. They have measuring marks on the scoop, so you can see and like measure how far you're planting. They're also great for planting flowers and installing birdhouses or sprinkler heads. Then they also resist rusting and pitting, even if they're left out overnight. And then the third one there is going to be the weeder. It's excellent at getting to the roots. The metal goes all the way down to the handles, so it's nearly impossible to bend. Then we have the last one there is the cultivator. It's kind of like a plow, but in your hand. So it's sturdy enough for dry, hard, caked, rocky ground, which is pretty awesome. So were you looking at adding any of these to your wish list?
No.
No? All right. Sounds good. So then we have our barbecue set. So this is the spatula, fork, and tongs. They're 18 inches long, so you can stand further back from the flames. They resist rust and corrosion, even if you leave them outside by accident. They're completely dishwasher safe. And most people buy a $60 barbecue set from a big box store like Walmart or maybe like Bass Pro every few years. So you may as well get a good set once that's guaranteed forever. What do you think?
Yeah, I don't think we would.
No? All right. Sounds good. We'll go ahead and move on here to our gift sets. So these make great birthday, wedding, or appreciation gifts for all occasions. Do you have anything coming up in the next few months? You'll need to get a gift for?
No.
No? All right. Well, I will say we do have a lot of gift sets.
I don't know that the baby would need a nice set.
You don't think your daughters would love a nice set? Oh. Yeah. No, they're pretty awesome. So we do have a lot of them. And then we'll go ahead and move on here to our baking set. So do you like to bake?
No.
All right, sounds good. We're skipping. Then we have our sheets over here. So the company heard that a lot of customers didn't want to be without their knives when they're camping, tailgating, boating, or on the road. So they came out with these hard plastic sheets to stay safe and also to keep the knives from getting scratched up when you take them on the road. So we also have volume pricing discounts too if someone wants to place a larger order. So these are all the sheets that we carry.
I don't think I would.
All right. Go go ahead and move on here to our personalizations and engraving. So we also have an engraving department that does all kinds of personalization as well as business and corporate gifts. Lots of companies give a gift basket of something that will be gone in a week or two. Cutco is something they'll use every day forever, and they'll be staring at your company's name or logo every time they use it. No better way to stay top of mind. So we also have volume pricing discounts too if someone wants to place a larger order. So do you own a business or ever do client appreciation gifts?
Well, I mean, we own our business, our cattle business, but we don't.
Gotcha.
Yeah, we don't do gifts.
You don't appreciate your people. I'm just kidding. I'm so kidding. No, I understand how that goes. Yeah, no, you appreciate them by giving you the cow, right? By giving them the cow. All right, sounds good to me. I'll go ahead and move on here to your wish list. So I'm gonna go ahead and kind of throw in the things that you were talking about into your wish list, and I'll work out some deals. Sound good?
Okay.
Awesome. So we have. And for the hunting knife, we have a couple different options on that knife. So let me go ahead and kind of explain those. So obviously we have the classic black and then the pearl white handles. So we have those two options. And then we also have a double D edge, which is like that serrated, like patented edge that we have, or we have like a straight edge for the knife as well. So would you want like a straight or it's like a serrated edge?
Gosh, I don't know. Maybe a straight.
A straight edge. All right. And then classic black or pearl white handles?
Probably the black.
Black. Okay. Go ahead and keep that in there then. Cool. All right. So let me go ahead and make sure I'm doing everything right here. All right. So let me go ahead and I had the wrong pen there for a second. I would not write anything. All right. So I went ahead and calculated everything out for you. So basically this right here is going to be your cart. Do you see it there?
Yes.
Awesome. So you have the Hummaker set without the table knives. Then you have the super shears and the 5-piece kitchen tool set that comes with that. And then you obviously get the entertainer pack for free. So I was able to basically the total value of your cart was going to be a total value of so before I got into this at all, and if I was a newer rep and I kind of put all these individual things into the cart, what they would individually be worth, like without any package deals or without me doing anything to them, everything in this cart is worth 20. Oh, I'm having a call and it's my girlfriend. 2051. So that would be your overall price of everything in the cart before I did anything, right? So that would be everything without any discount or anything like that. I just had my screen go blank. I'm coming back. There we go. All right, so that would be everything in the cart prior to that, with the discount of your block coming to and your entertainer pack, because you got them as a set. They have an automatic discount to them, so that changed everything from $2051 to about $1,900. And then after that discount was applied, I was actually able to take off $387 from your order, as like a buy now kind of thing. So basically, I was able to bonus a couple things in there that made it a whole lot cheaper. So now the order is at $1,513 total instead of $2,051, or $302.60 a month for 5 months. So how does that sound?
Well, yeah, I mean, I'd have to discuss it with Doug. He's not here.
Sure.
So,
Okay. So if you can't get to Doug at all, what I would suggest is really the best deal that you'll get on any of this stuff is with me right here, right now. And I know that's an unfortunate thing, and I wish it wasn't that way, but that's how this thing works. So what I can suggest is that we go ahead and go through the smaller options, because I don't want you to go today without getting your Cutco discounted for the best possible chance that you can. So I'm totally free to go through some smaller options if that's something that you might be looking for. So something that you can actually purchase today. And like I said, we do have that 30-day money back guarantee. So if your husband wanted to try it out, maybe he wasn't sure about the purchase, you could try it out for a whole 30 days, get him to use it, get him to love it, and then you can decide on it then before taking it back. If not, then like I said, we can just go ahead and go down to a smaller option that maybe he'd feel more comfortable with you buying without him there. That way, you're not making like a big grave step or anything like that, because I don't want that. I don't want you to overstep or anything like that, of course. So yeah. So if you want, you can go ahead. Like I said, if he's available to try and reach, I know he's out in the pasture, and I apologize for that. I really wish he was here, because it'd make a whole lot of more things easier. But like I said, I can totally drop down and kind of give you some more easier options to pay for today and get your really good discounts. How's that sound?
well,
And at least show you your options.
okay, yeah, I can take a look at options.
Sure. Okay. I'll go ahead and switch around your cart here. So, okay. So what I can go ahead and do, let me see here. We'll go ahead and drop down over to this part here. Let me see, where's the slide for it? Here we go. Okay. So yeah, so like I said before, oh wait, this is not the right slide. That's really funny. Here we go. So as I said earlier, a Homemaker Plus 8 is our most popular option. It's perfect for families that cook 2 to 4 times a week. It has that 10 basic tools I explained earlier, your 8 table knives, the wood block, if you so choose to have the table knives, the cutting board, and a sharpener for straight edges. Unfortunately, it doesn't include the super shears or anything like that. So we also have that Homemaker without table knives. So since you were considering that set and you wanted them without, the great thing is, of course, it doesn't cost as much as Wusthof, so $3,435. The Homemaker, the basic Homemaker, is, why doesn't it have the basic Homemaker here? Hello? Huh. That's odd. We don't have the basic Homemaker. My screen went blank. Why does that keep on happening? My screen just goes completely blank. That's such a weird issue. I really need to get that figured out. Like that's really not something that I can have going on, because now I can't tell you what we were looking for. Oh yes. Okay. So I found it and I figured it out. So yeah. So the basic Homemaker is going to be $1049, or over a 5-month pay plan, it would be $209.80, which you can also with this order, you can have the buy now discount, the buy now bonus. So what you can do is actually still get those super shears, the entertainer pack, or that 5-piece kitchen tool set for free. So you wouldn't be getting like some of the other things, like all 3 of those other things plus the hunting knife and stuff like that for free. But I would be able to do at least of those things for free with your order of the Homemaker set. So how does that sound?
Yeah, no.
No?
No.
Okay, we'll go ahead and show you the next one. All right. So like I said, oh yeah, and we also do have that trade-in special, like I was talking about earlier with the signature set. So basically, what that means is I can trade in that number of dollars from the free stuff over to be on your homemaker set, and that would kind of improve the discount, the cost of it. So what I can go ahead and do is try and formulate a price real quick for that, which would sound really good for your stuff. So if you're looking for a free option, would you want the entertainer pack, the 5-piece kitchen tool set, the super shears, or the hunting knife for free?
I guess the entertainer set.
Entertainer set. That's the one with like the cheese knife and stuff. Yeah, that's the one that I would want the most for sure. All right. All right. So I went ahead and looked at it. So I believe it's actually going to be the exact same price. So let's go ahead and just show you our next little set here. How does that sound? Awesome. So over here we have our galley set. So before I show you anything smaller, I want to show you this set. It's very similar to the homemaker, and it's called the galley set. It's a perfect starter set, and it'll take care of all your needs. So as you can see, it has the paring knife for the air, the trimmer for small stuff, a spatula for sandwiches, a meat knife, a serving piece, a veggie chopper, and a bread knife. And it still comes with 6 table knives if you want them. It's a few less knives for a lot less money. Instead of paying $10.49 or $13.26 for the homemaker, the basic galley is $739 or $151 per month for 5 months, interest free. So if you get the set today, I can still include the kitchen tool set, the entertainer pack, or super shears for free. How's that sound?
Well, I hear again with marriage, part of the compromise is
Sure.
we always discuss
Sure.
everything. So I would just have to kind of pass all this by him and get his take on it and see what he feels. And
got you. Okay. So like I said, so you don't think that would you want to see any more options so that you can try and do that 30-day money back guarantee?
yeah, probably not. I need to
No?
pass it by him and look at budget and all that kind of stuff. So
Okay, that sounds good to me. So so maybe if you weren't going to go for like a block of knives, and you were looking at more so like the smaller stuff, like that hunting knife that you really liked, or the entertainer pack that you really liked, which of those things would you want the most?
what was in the entertainer pack again?
Right. So we have, for the entertainer pack, we have the ice cream scoop, the peeler, the pizza cutter, and the cheese knife. All in the entertainer pack. I will say if you get it as a group thing, it does come with like its own kind of discount for that. But it depends on what else is kind of in your cart for that. But basically, if you have the entertainer pack in there, and then were you looking at maybe the shears or even the hunting knife still?
Maybe the hunting knife.
A hunting knife. Okay. Cool. All right, let me go ahead and try and get you a great deal on that. Give me 1 second to go ahead and price that. And then I actually can do individual knives as well. So if there were any other knives that maybe you were looking at from those sets that you liked, I can go ahead and try and include these as well if that's something you might be looking into.
No, I don't think anything individually. Yeah.
Okay, sounds good to me. All right, I almost got this kind of worked out for you here. So let me just. I think this here would be the best deal that I could give you. Awesome. Okay. So this is kind of what we're looking at, right? So you were saying the honey knife with that sheath, the box for the entertainer pack. That's a low costing item. I was able to just discount that for free. Then we have the cheese knife, the ice cream scoop, the pizza cutter, and the veggie peeler, which are all very great options. I definitely would recommend keeping the pizza cutter for as long as you possibly can, because that thing is awesome. But yeah, so after I was able to kind of discount some things and look at some more things, I think what I was able to do for you here was kind of get you a smaller order so that you can kind of feel comfortable with getting some Cutco, with at least walking away with some, so you can show your husband, that they're great knives and great options. So maybe you can come back and really try and buy a knife set if that's something that y'all were looking for. So yeah, so what I was able to do, let's go ahead and do that. And let me get back into your demo so I can show you this. I really need to get better at operating this website. That's what I really need to do. So I just want to thank you for being here for me with that, because it definitely helps having all this experience. But yeah. Okay, here we go. So yeah, so this wish list here. Cool. So after everything is said and done, because there is no like sets or anything in here anymore, there isn't any like automatic discounts, which is kind of unfortunate, but it is what it is. So what I was actually able to do is knock some things off. So because I'm here and you're doing this at like a buy now bonus, I was able to discount the cheese knife and the box for free, which will show you the total price of your order would then be $351, which you can do in one payment of $351, two payments of $177, or three payments of $119 overall. Does that sound like something we would like to get today?
Yeah, well, I don't think I'm gonna be able to do anything today without. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I know you're trying hard, and I appreciate that.
No, no, I completely understand. If I was in your shoes, I'd feel the exact same way. So I completely understand where you're coming from, and I definitely recommend trying to reach out to your husband, because and at least show him and let him know about how awesome these things are. But definitely get with him and try and see if you can get some of these, because they are awesome. But I'll go ahead and take you to the final part of my little demonstration here. So let me get you over there real quick. Okay, so Miss Shooty, my bad. How did you like my demo?
It was great. It was great.
Yeah, it was good. I know it was a little discombobulated, especially at the end. I was trying to pull deals left and right as much as I possibly could for you.
You were trying hard.
Yes, ma'am. Well, yeah. Well, if I can go ahead and get you to pull out your cell phone, you can answer that third question about my product knowledge for me.
Okay.
There's also no need to make me sound better than I really am. I want to get real feedback so I can keep on improving. Just let me know whenever you're done with that.
Okay, I'm done.
Awesome. Now there is one more very important part. So here's where you can really help me out. I get paid every time I show Cutco, but I can only show it to people I've been personally recommended to. So what I need you to do is go through your contacts and let's shut down the first 100 names that come to mind. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Do what? That's so funny. No, I'm just kidding. Actually, the app you downloaded is designed to be a huge time saver for both of us on this part. So it allows you to send me introductions straight through the app. So anyone you recommend to me automatically syncs with my phone. So this is much easier. And of course, I'll only be able to see the contacts you send me. So on the bottom of the screen, you'll click the share button and then hit OK to share contacts. And then lets you select those 100 people you wanted to refer to me. I'm just kidding.
Okay, so if I click share, it shares everybody on my contacts?
No, ma'am. So basically what I'm gonna have you do is I'm gonna have you go through like all of your contacts, and you just click whichever one you think would be nice enough to just see me and see the presentation, just like you're doing today.
Okay, do I have to do that now or can I do that later?
Yes, ma'am. It kind of has to be done now because the demo ends as soon as you get done with this process, basically.
Okay, so what do? I click share?
Yes, ma'am. You click the share button and then hit OK to share contacts, and it should let you select those people. So like I said in this part, I'd like you to go ahead and just check off everyone that you might think be nice enough to see me. Not necessarily people you think would buy, just people who are nice like you who might take a look. So if you can just check off as many as you can and just let me know when you're finished before you click the share button at the bottom. Also, take as much time as you need on this because it's the most important part of the meeting for me, and I do not mind waiting at all.
I'm not sure how many people I would have.
Got you. Well, like I said, just go through your list and see, just literally just click on whoever you think is just nice. Like if you see a smile in their face whenever you think of their name, that's who I want to see. And like I said, I won't be doing anything different than what I've already done with you. Just be calling them and then scheduling them for a little appointment.
Okay. Now
All right. And before you click share at the bottom, just tell me the number that it says right next to it.
I don't see a number.
Oh, you don't see a number? Huh. That's weird. At the bottom right, I think, or maybe bottom left.
No.
No numbers?
Uh-uh.
That's weird. Go ahead and check. Let me see if it has it on mine. All right. I see Miss Rusty Shooty, correct?
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. I'm sorry. It looks exactly like Shud. It's so hard for me not to say Shud. That's funny. Shooty. And then I see Janelle Shooty.
Yes. So those would
Got
be
you.
the two, I think. Yeah.
Got you. Okay. Well, I do want to say that I just want to say thank you so much. That's a huge help to me and in my mission. So just so you know, if you do get to at least 5 recommendations, you actually become a sponsor. So if you were to get to 5, that means that every time I get one sponsor, I get 1/50 of a step closer to a scholarship from my company towards my schooling. So if there's any way you can try and fit 3 more in there, then that would be amazing. If not, again, it's not that huge of a deal, but it would help me a ton.
Let's see. Because a lot of my contacts are just, like work contacts kind of
Sure.
thing.
Well, are they nice work people? do they do barbecues or come over?
Well, it's like our welder or our tractor repair person, or
Gotcha.
not people I know real personally and then I would assume that they would.
I mean, that's all good.
That Amy made him would have already given you as far as family.
Gotcha.
Yeah. And I don't know who Amy would have already given you.
Man, I can tell you a couple for sure. Well, she gave me you, of course, which was awesome. So I'm glad that she gave me you. And then we have, who else is here? Miss Julia Bullard and Megan Brown. I guess I think that's another teacher. Miss Morgan Smith and Sabine made him.
Okay, that's my mom.
Oh, got you. That's awesome. And Wanda Reed. I don't know if you know who that is, but I think those were some of hers for sure. And I've already met with some of them too. Like I'm meeting with you now, and I had 1 or 2 the other day I met.
I think that's all I've got for right now, other than
Go ahead.
Put down the other than. I'm like I said, I'm all open to taking whoever. Regardless, they could say no on the phone if I ask them if they might want to take out an hour at the time. It's all up to them.
Yeah.
But truly, I just want to do demos with people that are nice like you. So really, it's all about that.
So you send them an email or you send them a phone call or?
No, so I'll do the same thing that I did with you. Yeah, so I'll just take their number and then I'll call them and ask them if they, the same kind of thing where I was just like, I'm a Texas A&M student and I'm trying to gain some resume help and stuff like that. So if you'd be willing to just sit down with me for an hour, that would be awesome. And that's basically what I do. I wouldn't do anything different than what I would do with you.
I'm only able to really come up like with one more. I know that's not enough, but
No, that's all good. Like I said, I'm very, very appreciative for anyone that you might give me because anyone that you might give me just helps me to continue my job and keep the ball rolling. So I just want to say thank you so much for that. Yeah, so I just want to say thanks again. It's much easier for me to contact people when they already have that heads up that I'll be reaching out. So if you'll go ahead and click on the bottom that says share contacts buttons at the bottom.
okay.
And then after that, it should say something along the lines of like introduce next to like the first one on your list.
It's not saying anything.
Huh. I didn't say like introduce next to the three people.
Mm-mm.
Huh. That's weird. What does it say? Nothing?
It just took me back to the contact list after.
Contact list.
I see. View shared. Okay. View all. No. I see view shared.
Okay. And then at the bottom, you should see like share or share contacts or something like that.
Where it says introduce.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah. So go ahead and click on introduce next to the first one on your list and then click the blue copy to text button. So basically you'll see it gives you a pre-written text to introduce me to them before I reach out. So that way I'm not like reaching out to them with like an out of the blue call. You know what I mean? It's more professional that way and stuff like that. So if you wouldn't mind just sending those 3 ways, that would be awesome. And then after sending that text, go ahead and just mark introduced at the bottom. So that one's finished. And just go ahead and do that with the same thing for each of those 3.
Okay.
And it'll just take a minute or 2. So I just want to say thank you so much again. This helps me a ton.
Okay.
All right. So if you were me and you were in a big context like I'm in right now, out of the people that you sent me, who's to be like the first person you would want to show to?
You could give Rusty a try.
Rusty? Okay. Let me go ahead and find her and mark her real quick.
It's a him.
Rusty. I love the name Rusty. Oh, him? That's good. Yeah. I was going to say, I love the name Rusty. I was going to say it's typically a guy's name. That makes sense. All right. All right. Well, I just want to say thank you so much again, Ms. Shooty. You may end up thinking of some people in the next couple of weeks, something like that, or you may run into someone who says that they want Cutco. Anytime that happens, you can just pop open that app and send me more contacts, and it will sync up automatically and let me know who referred them to me. So I just want to say thank you so much for that. And yeah, so I think that's pretty much it from me. If you aren't looking to get any more Cutco, I'm just going to offer it one last time. I am here to give you any deal or anything like that if you are looking for some. If not, I would say definitely go talk to your husband about it and offer him the prices and show them. And you can get back with me later if that's something that you are looking into. But regardless, I want to say thank you so much for your time. It was absolutely awesome speaking to you, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.
You too. Thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.